Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse, and last Saturday we started with the tropical house here in Lucca Family Zoo. Today will be part 2 of our tropical house, and today we're building the rest of the restaurant as you see here, and then afterwards we will go in with our African section. I just want to start by listing up the animals we're going to use today. We got the Saddle-billed Stork, Egyptian Goose, Marabou Stork, Black and Rufous Elephant Shrew, and Vulturine. And if you follow my channel, you know I already made video on these mods individually, and they are all my videos with the mods are linked below with along with the links for Nexus where you can go and download them. And then we also have an animal from Frontier, and that would be the Okapi. It fits in perfect. It doesn't have interspecies enrichment with the savanna animals, and it do like the African tropical forest, along with the fact that it's a bigger animal, but you can only have 2 adults and guests can enter the habitat. So I just thought it to be perfect here. The restaurant will be extremely basic. There are though the fact that it is in the middle of a tropical house, so I want to stay within the feeling for the guests that they still are in the tropical jungle. Therefore I again make these rooftop gardens, which I really love doing, and just throw in a lot of tropical plants up here. I do try to make them fit, that they wouldn't be too heavy for this building, but I don't really care if the plants are from Africa, Asia or South America, because of the fact that the animals aren't supposed to go up here. The African animals certainly can, but none of them are climbers. Some of them are flyers, but they normally won't fly in a zoo, and they won't climb up here, so it's okay with the plants being a bit mismatched. But I will add though, they do intervene with the animals below because the game thinks it's a part of the habitat still. The theme with this plant is just to have the big pieces in the middle and the small plants on the side, so you get this kind of effect where you can see more of them and you can see them when you go around it. When I was done with the plants up here, I just used the camera function to actually be able to see if I would be able to see them going up the stairs and around it. Then I actually decided to make a side building, which wasn't the original plan, but since I have the Okapi in here and I have the Black and Rufous Elephant Shrew, I decided to have a side building where the animals can actually go in and just, there won't be any special things in here. It would just be some straw and some peace and quiet and darkness, so the animals were able to just go in and take a breather, even though they actually don't use it that much. And I actually think it works perfect with the rest of the building here, which is the personnel room, the vet and the keeper hut, so you would actually be able to see what the animals are doing in here, both from the vet and the keeper hut. So if you have an animal that fell sick, you will know faster, because a sick animal would most likely seek away from all of these people. I did go in with the plan of what I wanted in here, but I didn't go in with a perfect structured plan. But I knew I wanted a water puddle in here, and I wanted to continue the small, what's it called, lake or stream of water in here. And then I actually decided also to make the water from the next habitat in here, because I have to delete some of the pathing system every single time I touch the water. So I decided to finish out the water here and then make the path and then don't touch it ever again, because then I would have to again start over, which would be a waste of time. And if you watch my videos, you know I'm not good with this pathing system, so I apologize. You will see me work on it a bit here. It went a lot smoother than last week. But here you can see I have to make this funny angle down here, especially because I have the entrance and the toilet so close to each other, so it's hard to figure out how I can make this work and still be connected to the path from the restaurant, the path from the entrance, and the path from the toilet. But it eventually works, and I actually really happy about how it works, and I think that's the important part here. So of course, after placing all of the water, all of the pathing, I just went through the building a few times just to make sure it all works, it all is placed as it should be before I change anything else, and then I could just feel a lot easier in my stomach because the pathing system can really tick me off. Now, a thing I actually thought about after last week's episode, I don't want the animals to be able to actually go under here, especially some of the babies, but also for instance the iguanas will be able to fit under there, and we don't want that. So therefore I just put in this fence. I didn't want to put any glass in there again because I still want this flow of the same stream of water you have across the entire building. Now we have the animals in here now, and I just want to repeat, we have the Saddle-billed Stork, the Egyptian Goose, the Marabou Stork, the Black and Rufous Elephant Shrew, and the Vulturine Guineafowl. And then of course we have the Okapi, which is the only animal from the base game. Here the rest of them are mods. Again, my video on the mods and the link to where you can download the mods are linked below if you want to go and see them. Now we have to talk about the dark sides of these videos, and that is the fact that a lot of animals out there have a hard time finding a home. Normally I talk most about the animal themselves, but in this tropical house I want to encourage you all to go and actually do something. So I did find 3 very different sites about how you can help these animals get a home, and of course also and of course some of them also help with medical care and other things. So I have a list here. The first site I found is Global Witness, which just want to help all over the world, both with nature, the animals, but also with the people that natively live there, so they don't have to take the food from the animals but can get other kind of food income, so they can get food elsewhere. Then we have BirdLife International, who also help worldwide, but this is specifically for the birds. They help in multiple different ways, both with biodiversity but also with different kind of fundraisers and all things birds. Yeah, if you have a special heart for these birds, there is a site for you. And then I actually found a third site that's where you can be more specific. If you want your money to go towards a specific issue, it's called Global Giving, and here you can actually, I'm pretty sure that also you can go in and just donate all over, but here you can explore project and then donate for each project. I'm just gonna name a few. Animal Care on Wheels, which is in India, seems to be like a vet truck so they can drive around and help animals. Then we have Save the Life of Domestic Penguins and Doves in the United States, California. Then we have Save Homeless Abandoned Stray Cows in Gujarat, which is in India. Then we have Safeguarding All Pietas Rhino Population, which happens in Kenya. Then we have Support APOPO's Rats in Their Life-Saving Mission, which is in Tanzania. And then we have Heard in memory of orphan elephant calf Fenya, which is in South Africa. Give health and purpose to a neglected horse, which is in the United States. So here you can actually, if you don't just want to support an organization, but you want to help with something specific, in here you can actually go in and find what you want to support and what you want your money to go to. And as it seems that this is a list that gets updated all the time actually, so you can go in. If you can't find anything today, then you can maybe find something tomorrow or the next day. And the thing which I think is very beautiful here specific is that they have a number they want to reach. For instance, Animal Care on Wheels. Their goal is only 89,789 euros, and when they reach that goal, then that's all they want to take. And then if you have more you want to give, then you can send that towards another goal, because maybe it's just a special number of these Animal Care on Wheels they want, and then you won't send anything they don't need. All of these 3 sites will be linked below, so you can go and read for yourself what they do, how you can donate. And again, it is volunteer if you want to donate. I would never say that you should or you have to. It's a personal choice if you want to. I just want to give you the opportunity if you want to and you have the means. So at this point, the habitat is clearly starting to come together. I did choose to have more foliage in one end than the other, so you will have a lot more sun in this side of the habitat than you have in the waterfall habitat, or the wolf side of the habitat. I wanted to create a space beneath the staircase where the animals actually could get some quiet and peace, because there can be a long way over to their small house, or what we're gonna call it. So I wanted to create like a space where they can take a breather, and then around the habitat here I just fill in the space so the animals have something to hide behind, and don't really care about if the sun gets too much through, because in the next part of this building we will go around the entire building with foliage, which would add to that tropical forest feeling. I have significantly less different kind of animals in here than I had in the South American section. That did help me a lot with the enrichment items, but it also helps me now with the education part, because to be honest, it is hard for me to figure out. I really want to reuse the same education as I have in the rest of this zoo, which would be the education, aquatic and various workshop items from Sista I've been using over and over again and love, but they are just too big for in here. They would take up all of the view of the animals, so instead I actually end up putting them up here, and I have 6 different animals, so it made sense for me to have 3 screens on each side here. I will remove one of the sides in a minute, because the guests can't see it from that angle. So instead I have 3 on one side of the staircase and 3 on the other side of the staircase, and then I go in and put some speakers, but that's really all I'm doing. I think it works very well, but to be honest, I miss my educational boards, because I think Sista did a wonderful work there. I know I don't use them in this video, but they are still linked below, as you will see them, both me talking about them now, but you will also see them in the cinematics. So if you like them, the link is there. Now, if you are a curious cat like me and you want to know which section I'm doing next, I accidentally actually told you in this video, I don't know if you heard it, but If you didn't notice or just didn't hear it, I won't tell you now, but next week we have a few different mods we are going over, and they are of course meant to be in this habitat. I do have a midweek build next week. I think it's going to be something with stripes, because we have all this space between the main entrance and this tropical house, and we're gonna fill them out. So now as the build is done, please enjoy these cinematics. So everybody, that's all I have for you today, and since it's Saturday, that's all I got for you this week. I will be back Monday, and I hope you will tune in to see a bit more mods. Wednesday we will do something with stripes, and Saturday we will do the last part of this tropical house. I really hope you're fresh and will turn in for that. And with that said, I'm Nissa, and I really hope you enjoyed it. You know the drill, like, subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye guys!